In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every WWE 2K game from worst to best. Now, how this is going to work is that I'm going to be going based off graphics, gameplay, as well as the game modes. Now, before we dive right into today's video, I just want to say I haven't uploaded any videos about WWE 2K24 because it's been kind of a slow, busy news type of timing when it comes to this game. We haven't been getting any type of news or any updates on this game, besides the one we got, I believe, like last week when they brought in the WrestleMania 40 arena, and that was about it. But once we get more news on this game, I will keep you guys posted. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me so you can stay up to date on the game. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive right into the first game, which is my least favorite, which is WWE 2K20. Now, WWE 2K20 had the game modes of My Career, 2K Towers, as well as Showcase, plus the other basic game modes, which is Universe Mode, Exhibition, and all of that type of stuff. Now, when it comes to the game modes, I would give it a rating out of 10, probably, I'm gonna say a 6 out of 10. It wasn't all of that, but it was, you know, kind of cool and all. But when it comes to the gameplay, it is a 0 out of 10. That gameplay was terrible. It has so many glitches and corruptions. You couldn't even like really play any type of matches or modes when it comes to 2K20. And when it comes to the graphics, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 due to the lightning. So that's why this is gonna be my least favorite WWE 2K game, mainly because of that gameplay corruption and all of that. Now, coming in at number 9 when it comes to my least favorite WWE 2K game, it is going to be WWE 2K18. Now, when it comes to the game modes for WWE 2K18, they had My Career, they had Exhibitions, they had all of those game modes like Universe, but they didn't have Showcase. So with no Showcase, I'm going to have to give this game mode rating out of 10 probably a 5 out of 10 due to the fact that they didn't have no Showcase mode. Now, when it comes to the gameplay for WWE 2K18, it's a cool 7 out of 10. You know, it wasn't the smoothest, but it was cool and all. But when it comes to the graphics of WWE 2K18, I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10 due to the fact that the superstars were dark. So yeah, that is why WWE 2K18 is number 9 on my list when it comes to the least favorite WWE 2K game. Now, coming up next as my least favorite WWE 2K game is WWE 2K17. Now, WWE 2K17 did have the game mode My Career. We all know it had Universe Mode. Basically, for all of these 2K games, they had Universe Mode, so that wasn't an issue, but it didn't have no base Showcase game mode. 6 out of 10 because they were also kind of dark, but 2K18 made it worse. So that is why this is probably going to be at number 3 on the list where I got it as of right now. But when it comes to the gameplay for WWE 2K17, I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10. It was cool, but it also wasn't smooth as well. Now, coming in at number 7 when it comes to my least favorite 2K to my favorite 2K, it is 2K15. Now, I know a lot of people in the comment section are probably like, why is 2K15 at number 7? It should be a little higher than this. Well, listen to me. Now, 2K15 did have the game modes My Career, Showcase, like I said with the other ones, Universe Mode, Exhibition, and all of those game modes. So with Showcase being in 2K15, I'm going to put it at probably a rating out of 10, probably a 6 out of 10. Now, when it comes to the graphics for WWE 2K15, they were spot on. So I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10 on that. And I believe this was the first introduction to the next gen consoles, which were the PS4s as well as the Xbox One. So the graphics were top notch. I don't think any 2K game can top WWE 2K15 graphics. Now, when it comes to the gameplay for WWE 2K15, I did give it a 5 out of 10. And the reason for that being is because it did run at a slow pace. So that is why WWE 2K15 is at number 7 on my list, from my least favorite 2Ks to my favorite 2Ks. Now, coming up next after 2K15, I do have WWE 2K16 up next after that. And the game modes that WWE 2K16 had were My Career. They also had Showcase as well, Exhibition, Universe Mode, like I say, for all of them. But the graphics for WWE 2K16 were also fantastic as well, and I gave it a 9 out of 10. Those graphics were great. Now, when it comes to the gameplay, it was a 7 out of 10. It was cool and all, but it wasn't the smoothest. So that's why it is probably going to be a little higher than WWE 2K15, but still not my favorite 2K of all time. Now, being at the midpoint, which is at number 5 when it comes to my least favorite to favorite 2Ks, I did put, drumroll, WWE 2K22. Now, this might cause a lot of problems in the comment section. Go ahead and drop your opinions down below. But WWE 2K22 did have the game modes of my career showcase. We did get my GM back, as well as a new mode, which was my faction. So with my faction being added into this and my GM being brought better than 2K20, so that's why I put it at number 5 on my list when it comes to my least favorite 2Ks to my favorite 2Ks. And coming in at number 4 is, now we are breaking in at the top 3, and you already know we have 2K19 left, 2K23, and 2K14. But coming in at number 3 is WWE 2K19. Now, I know with this one specifically, I know a lot of people are probably going to blast me in the comment section, probably want 2K19 to probably be number 1 or number 2, but WWE 2K19 did have the game modes of my career showcase, 2K Towers, which WWE 2K20 had as well. So with that being said, I'm going to give it, when it comes to the game modes, a solid 6 out of 10. Now, when it comes to the graphics for WWE 2K19, the graphics were decent, so I gave it an 8 out of 10. And when it comes to the gameplay for WWE 2K19, this is where I was kind of debating on where I want to put this on my rankings. But the gameplay is a 10 out of 10. It ran smooth, and it also had great mechanics. So that's why I didn't really know where I wanted to put 2K19. But I did put it at number 3, and at least it did make my top 3. So yeah, that is why 2K19 is at number 3. Now, coming in at number 2 is WWE 2K23. Now, WWE 2K23 had the game modes of my career showcase, my GM, my faction, and also all the other basic game modes. So with that being said, I did give this a rating out of 10, a 8 out of 10. Now, when it comes to the graphics are a 9 out of 10. They looked great, just like WWE 2K22. Now, when it comes to the gameplay was fantastic. I gave it a 10 out of 10 as well. Just like when it comes to WWE 2K19, the gameplay ran smooth, great mechanics, and all of that. So that is why I put WWE 2K23 at number 2 on my list. Now, last but not least, at number 1, my favorite WWE 2K game of all time is WWE 2K14. Now, WWE 2K14 had the game modes of Showcase, Create a Story, Defeat the Shriek, well, they call it the Shriek, you know, the other game modes like Universe Mode, and all of that. And with that being said, just with Create a Story being in one of the game modes, I gave this a good 10 out of 10. Now, and also, not to mention, Showcase was fire. Now, when it comes to the graphics for WWE 2K14, I did give it an 8 out of 10. And the reason for that being is because we all know WWE 2K14 was on last gen, so we couldn't really too much rank it or like give it a rating based off of that, because we know all the other games were like on next gen consoles. So that is why I gave it an 8 out of 10. Now, when it comes to the gameplay for WWE 2K14, you already know, a 10 out of 10. Perfect mechanics, and the superstars' reaction to the environment was spot on. Like when superstars get hit on steel steps, they react to it, and it also did run smooth. So that is why WWE 2K14 is my favorite WWE 2K game of all time. Now, let me know in the comment section down below, which WWE 2K game is your favorite of all time? Do you agree with my list? What would you change up in my list? Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, Blix Action here. Keep you guys posted on a lot of WWE 2K24 news, well, a lot of WWE 2K gaming news, rumors, leaks, DLCs, as well as updates. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also, subscribe to the channel because it does help out the channel a lot. But anyways, Blix Action signing off, y'all. Peace.